Yo dog, Katie Boucher here, Next Level Painting. We got another tips and tactics video for you guys. I'm gonna hit up Chaos Space Marines. They are my jam. They come from the heart. Let me talk about coming from the heart. Warhammer 40K should always come from the heart. You should never feel pressured into playing something that you don't identify with just to win. That's how some people play the game. That's their heart. I hope that bringing hobby back means a broader thing than that. So Chaos Space Marines are near and dear to me. I mean, the stories, the fluff. I remember, I'll tell you this little quick anecdote. When I first got involved in Warhammer 40K, when I was in my late teens, maybe early 20s, my brother was into it. He's a little nerdier than me growing up. And he was like, yo, let's play this game. Let's play this game. And I was like, there's literally no way on earth I'm going to play this nerd game. This is stupid. I'm not going to, it's dumb. We go to a Hobby Town USA and somebody has a chessboard set up and they had customized it to be like Chaos versus Ultramarines. And so, you know, my resolve was still pretty strong. I was like, that's okay, I guess. That's pretty cool. And then we walked down the aisle and they got a couple of models on the shelf, some blister packs. Remember those? And David's like, what about this guy? I'll buy you anything you want to get started, you know? And he hands me Abaddon the Despoiler. And I'm like, I'm playing this game right now. This is too cool. I bought an Abaddon, I bought a Cardinal Betrayer, I bought 2 Chaos Sorcerers. I mean, I just went crazy. I was hooked that moment. Chaos Dreadnoughts. Old Chaos Space Marines that were made of metal with their ridiculous big hands and feet. I was hooked. Chaos for life, man. You know, I'll play what my heart tells me to play. You know, I love White Scars right now because I like how fast they are. You know, I'm a little sad that they can do close combat a lot better than Chaos right now. So I go where my heart is. My heart's in the, like what I learned through the Chaos process when they were really powerful back in those days was I liked to take over the table with righteous close combat and demonic resolve, you know, like all that dope stuff. So tips and tactics about Chaos Space Marines. How to play Chaos Space Marines. Have fun while winning instead of trying to have fun while losing every game. So before that was locked up in Helldrakes and zombies. Like right when the new Chaos Codex came out, that was what it was about. Zombies and Helldrakes, they're still really good. I mean, you're going to win 2 out of 3 games if you have 3 Helldrakes, 100 zombies, and Typhus. Like the end. You're going to win 2 out of 3 games at any event. But if you want to push further beyond that within the realm of the Chaos Codex, I've been experimenting. I use Chaos Spawn with a Marker Nurgle and Sorcerers with level 3 powers and Spell Familiars and Bikes. I like to bring in Be'lakor, some Molothians. What I like to have is about 12 to 18 power dice, so I can throw invisibilities and shrouds is the most important thing off all over these spawn. When you have like 10 Nurgle spawn that are something to 6, 3 wounds each, run it across the table, and you pop a shroud aura off, and they have 3+ cover saves or 2+ cover saves, good luck. You're not going to kill them. And if you can throw endurances on them, all sorts of little gadgets, using everything Chaos has available. I had a lot of success very recently, though a very controversial finish in Colorado at Feast of Blades. Despite the unfortunate things that had happened to me, I still felt like the army list was really strong and it did a lot of great things. I had play tested 1 billion games with it. I did a million play tests with 1,500 point, and I barely lost any games because I was playing 6th edition. I mean, I wasn't playing 6th edition Chaos, I was playing 7th edition Chaos. I was playing fast. I was playing with the psychic dice. I was doing a lot of cool things. Well, that still is hard to make that work in bigger games. Those really point efficient units start to fall apart when you go up to the 1850, 2000 point level. So what I got here for you today is some really dope stuff to survive at those point levels. It is locked in Imperial Armor 13. Let's take a look at that book real quick. Let's do some of these tips and some of these tactics today. Right now I got Imperial Armor 13 opened up. Got it opened up to a really sweet little gem in this codex. The Chaos Relic Sicarian Battle Tank. This guy is a straight beast. I mean, this is one of the standouts. If you're playing Chaos Space Marines, this tank brings the heat. This fills a void. Take a look at the accelerated cannon right here. This thing is got 6 twin link shots, ignores the Jinx Buster rule, they're strength 7, and they are rending. It is still an Armor 13 vehicle, and this is a crap load of upgrades, including sweet little relics. The relics can be groundbreaking. I mean, you got relics in there that give you rerolls on demonology based on how many hull points you have left in a vehicle. I mean, it's crazy. This, take a look at this first. If you're playing Chaos Space Marines and you're having problems blowing things up with heavy armor, dealing with flyers, dealing with wave serpents, this is the answer right here. Let me show you one of my other favorite things. Chaos Spartan Assault Tank. This thing is also a truth. This is a Dream Crusher tank. It's got 5 hull points. It's armor 14. You can buy it ceramite armor. It comes with an amazing las cannon array. It has 2 las cannons that have 2 shots each twin links. It has 4 las cannon shots. For free, you can give it 1-shot las cannons basically, but they go to AP1 ordnance, so that's kind of crazy. The cool thing is that since it doesn't have power of the machine spirit, going with the quad las cannons is awesome because that means you can move across the table and snap fire with 4 twin link las cannons and still do some hits. The thing that makes this vehicle a true stud outside of the 5 hull points and all that is it can hold 25 models. This is a beast. There's a million things you can do with this tank. This guy, one of my favorite things is my Chaos Super Squad. That is going into the Crimson Slaughter book and taking a Lord on a Palanquin and Nurgle with Demon Heart, the Slaughter Horns, Lightning Claw and a Power Fist, give him the Sigil of Corruption, give him, a boon table roll, and you have a guy who has like 5 wounds, 2+ save, it will not die, 4+ invulnerable, 7 attacks on the charge with a Power Claw or a Lightning Claw. I mean, this guy is brutal, and he's like bigger and badder than a Demon Prince, and he fits inside this thing because he's very bulky, and then you can still fill him out with a bunch of Plague Marines or anything. But you can just do cool things. You can do big squads in this vehicle. You can do 10-man Terminator squads in this vehicle. This vehicle is the truth. There's another thing that is a true gap filler in the Chaos Space Marine Codex. The Hellblade. It's 100 points. For 15 extra points, you can upgrade its standard weapon to having Hellstorm cannons, which are super clutch. It goes from having like, 2 autocannons to having 2 fake autocannons that have 1 less shot each. It goes from 8 shots to 6 shots. Twin link rending. So this thing is a beast. 6 strike 7 twin linked rending shots. It's only 115 points and it's a flyer. This is a great addition. Real cheap anti-air, real cheap harassment. This thing is something the Chaos Space Marines should have always had in their codex. This is good. Take my word for it. 115 points. You cannot go wrong. Another hidden gem, the Chaos Dreadclaw drop pod. It's a ghetto drop pod, like, doesn't have inertial guidance, and the way people are interpreting skimmers deep striking rules is pretty lame. So you have to be careful when you drop when deep strike in. But it has a billion special rules. Literally down here, this is all crap load of things it can do. It can do drive-by, sweep attacks. It can do these heat blast attacks. These are all cool. But what's really neat is that it's a drop pod that's a flyer. It comes in deep striking, it's a flyer. And then it sets down whenever you want and the guys get out. So it's a drop pod that can keep moving. Has a hover type and it's a flyer. So one of my favorite things is going into the Black Legion Codex and getting Abaddon and taking a bunch of Chosen as your troop choices with a bunch of melta guns and stuff. This is the truth. And these things are harassing. Like, they come in flight mode and they don't have to set down till you want to. And they can just keep flying around for infinity, being a scoring unit and general dicks. This takes a little bit more nuance and it's a little bit more hidden, but this is also something cool. If you want to do some neat, 5-man Plague Marine squads with a bunch of melta guns, anything. I mean, this thing is cool. All right, guys, this is the truth. This is the guy. Greater Brass Scorpion. Get one of these if you're in any kind of gaming group that lets you play these tournaments. This thing is amazing. This is the OG Brass Scorpion from Apocalypse, rebranded and better than ever. The guy has basically a demolisher cannon that ignores cover. The guy has like a 10-shot AP3 strength 6 gun. He has, I think he has 2 flamers that are strength 6 AP3. This guy can actually kill, like if you get him in range, he can literally kill like 30 guys in one turn, like Space Marine stats. This guy's ridiculous. The other cool thing is he has It Will Not Die, Runes of the Blood God, Frenzied Charge. Means he charges 3d6. This guy is crazy. You can get first turn charges with this guy. He also has the multi-leg terror rule, which means he stomps D3 plus 2. You can do 5 stomps. This guy is a true pimp. This guy's the guy. You can do sick combos. You can throw Grimoire on him, give him a 3+ invulnerable. You can throw invisibility on him. Yo, you can do Fate Weaver and Be'lakor in the same list, so he's invisible, and then you can try to get a first turn charge and use Fate Weaver to reroll one of the dice in the charge distance. I mean, there's a lot of crazy combos you can do with this guy. This guy is awesome. Now that we've talked about all the Chaos Space Marine units, let's talk about the true power of this deck. It's the Forge World Army list that they've presented to us. Basically bringing us back the OG Lost in the Dam from the IA13 campaign many years ago. This is such just a relief to see that they brought us back basically Trader Guard. When we lost Imperial Guard as allies of convenience, that was a huge problem, man. And now even better than ever. I mean, we got Wyverns, we've got Thud Guns, we got everything in here, man. I mean, there's too much to go over by Imperial Armor 13. But I will summarize what you want. What you want is to take this as a primary, so you can take a Warlord out of this command squad. You make him right here. You make him a Nurgle Covenant, and that unlocks Zombie Hordes as troop choice. And Zombie Hordes are 50-man strong for 150 points, and they have 4+, feel no pain. This Zombie Horde right here. This thing is so insane. Let me see if I can't show you guys. I mean, whatever. It's not even worth reading. I'll just tell you. Straight up. 50 guys, 4+, feel no pain, fearless, bubble wrap. You can also take Chaos Wyverns. You can take like 6 Wyverns. That fills all the holes in a Chaos army. You're good to go. You get 50 zombies, 3 or 6 Wyverns, plus anything in the Chaos Space Marine Codex. You will win way more games than you used to win. Pretty exciting stuff, I know, right? I mean, I love Imperial Armor 13. I try to get part of what I do online with, bringing hobby back and Forge the Narrative is try to get more people interested in the concept of no preservatives added 40K. I want to play it all. I don't want it to be, 40K light. You can check out the Forge the Narrative seasonal up here in Durham. It's coming up February 28th, March 1st. We're going to be doing some real legit 40K there. Go to forgenarrative.com for more details. I want to invite everyone to check me out on Twitter at yodog_Kenny. And please hit me up on Facebook and on my website, nextlevelpainting.net. Also, some new stuff going down this week. I'm launching a Patreon page. There'll be way more details from that. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with all this stuff that's happening right now. The details will start dropping here soon, but if you want to go over to patreon.com/nextlevelpainting, you can start investigating on your own. I will do an independent video at it on a later date. In the meantime, thank you for subscriptions, thank you for support, and thanks for watching, players.